It's getting along pretty well. Almost done. Only the part count is pretty high. It's about 1400, close to 1500. And it's pretty big. And I have to strut it a lot. That adds to the part count, but it does help the physics engine because it now moves less when you fly it, so it's nice. Less movement, less wiggle of the plane means less calculations. And I'm gonna do a flight test with a cargo, which is over there. And we're gonna put it into the cargo bay. Open her up. The frame rate is pretty bad. I might have to lower some of my graphic settings. To make the flying a little smooth. Everything is on maximum now. Okay. Seem to be some things off a little bit. Let's give this another try. There we go. This was the cargo bay was made without the wings, and maybe I need to add some extra wheels to the side here to help alleviate the weight from the cargo bay. As you can see, there are some struts on the inside to keep the landing struts in the right spot, but they're pretty high, so it doesn't bother the load, and even if you touch it, it goes right through. Okay, let's go to the truck, and let's take off the brakes. Okay, and there we go, and it's pretty slow on the frame rate, but what do you want? Now you need to drive up carefully. You might break some wheels, but as you can see, this tank has reserve wheels, and this load is pretty heavy. It's a full tank. Probably if you make something which is a bit lighter and put it in here, the wheels shouldn't break, but now the ramp starts to bend a little bit. Okay, slow it down. Okay, got it nice in the middle, maybe a little bit more to the right, and let's drive it up. Okay, now wheels broken there, and one wheel. Okay, brake. Okay, well, that went pretty nice. We're pretty much in the middle, as you can see with the lines here. Well, and now we switch back to the plane. Activate the locking mechanism. If you're gonna build something smaller, you probably have to put some structural plates on the side, you know, maybe with some decouplers to hold it in place, or just build something around this. As I explained before to the people who maybe seen the previous videos, first use the push the locking mechanism against the truck, like so, and then open the advanced grappling unit. and it should grab at all 4 points at once. Give it a minute and hope the game doesn't bug out. And there we go. As you can see, it reacted a little bit weird, but still. It's locked, it's in place. The wheels are resting on top of the on top of the structural plates. The doors seem to have closed for some reason, probably because we connected to something else. And I just have to open them up again, or just close the legs. There we go. Looking nice. I'm gonna have a little test if everything's connected correctly. Yes, they are. Okay. Push it against it again. As you can see, it went a little bit crooked, but you know, it's a new system. Maybe I can find a way to perfect it, or maybe it's just the way it goes. The plane is pretty big, so it shouldn't really be bothered with the load a little bit crooked, but we'll see. Let's take it for a spin. Let's see if I can get off the runway. Oh jeez, this is slow. Oh, forgot the brakes, no wonder it's slow. Right, turn on the SES. It has one SES unit, maybe I'll add more. Especially if the plane veers off with the load. Come on. Unlock already. Jesus Christ. There we go. They took their sweet time. Well, at least the engine has some time to get to full thrust. And let's see if we can get this baby off the runway. Oh yeah, this is the first try with flying with this load. If this works, pretty much anything works. I already flew it without something. Didn't get to orbit, but it did manage to get up. And but about at 26,000 meters, I managed to flip out. Like I said, I probably have to turn down the graphics settings. It seems to tend to pull to the left. Maybe because of the weight on the landing gear, they're pushing down on the rest of the structure. And the load seems to be a little bit more to the left, so that could be the reason, but probably when we up in the air it should resolve itself. The previous versions of this plane flew with the cargo, with the same load, well, without the wheels and the command pod on the front. This one has more engines, so turbo engines, so I think it should manage, and with all the wing parts it should have plenty of lift. I can probably turn off the engines in mid-flight and still glide a good distance. Well, here comes the end of the runway. I'm not pulling up because of the end of the plane. If I pull up, I'll hit the ground. Might as well go to the end of the runway and gain more speed. Without cargo, I reached about 105 kilometers per hour, meters per second. I seem to be about 15 meters per second lower. No, 13 meters per second. I think there should be enough speed to take off, or at least to stay in the air. Let's see how it does. There we go. And up and away. Up, 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 up. There we go. And we're up. Seems pretty stable. Put in the landing gear. Okay, one wheel seems to be clipping through. Not too bad. The load seems to be staying in place. Maybe it shifted it back a little bit, but that's probably because it's leaning on the V1 LVR1 liquid fuel engines, so it will probably move back a little bit, but it seems to have reached its max. And the wheel doesn't need that for now. Well, let me turn this off. Don't want to use this. This is the load. Pick up my landing gear. Follow pressure those. Well, and there we go. It's up in the air. And I'm gonna end the video with this. We're not gonna fly this thing completely to orbit. It doesn't yet have any RCS. And it's not completely done yet. I also want to add some more electricity storage. But I think it looks pretty cool. Pretty nice. It flies decently. At least stable enough. Who knows, might as well make a turn, see what it does. Go, it's slow. Still wiggles a little bit. Seems to be better than it was. Especially seeing its effect there is a load on board this time. Okay, the load seems to move a little bit. If I pull up, then again my air intakes are moving also. I might have to fix that, if possible. Probably just have to add some struts to the end of the... okay. Starting to get a little bit unstable. Probably a little bit too rough a turn. And it's fine, yeah. Didn't expect anything else. But it's not bad. Not bad at all. The, how do you call that? The airfoil on the back. I don't know what you call the name. Helps keep it pretty stable because they are behind the engines. They help turn it, and it has a pretty tight turning circle for a plane this size, I think. Yeah. And then it, yeah, there we go. Turning it straight again. Yeah, well, the engine seems the wheels of the cargo seems to push through the underside of the plane, but that's because the hooks are flexible, of course, or else you can't lock them. Well, like I said, it seems to fly pretty well. It's slow moving, but seems to be stable enough. I'm really happy with this. Pretty happy. Okay. Let's take a look at the inside. All the wheels seem to pop back up again, so shouldn't really present a problem. Although this wheel is gone through the load. Maybe next time move a little bit more forward. Oops, sorry. Like I said, I'm gonna end it at this. If you like the video, please like it, and it would really help. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. And I'll be back with a full video on this when it's completely done. And of course then I will upload it to the forum. And well, I'll see you guys later.